Ladies and gents, we have a situation, that's right, I said situation, where we're going to be talking about this in the next video, but I need to put up my music, so give me a second. I believe it is Torch browser has the music, so we are going to go to, there you go. You see what I'm saying? This is Torch. Well, actually, it's YouTube. And this is relaxing music, y'all. Because we just gonna relax and take y'all on into the sunset. This is the chill out cafe music. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Now, as soon as it allows me, we're gonna bring that volume down so that it's in our background, but not in our background. Alright, because we ain't doing no checks here. Ain't no check system going on, y'all. I want you all to pay attention. We put up this video, Emergency Roadside Assistance, Aiding the Injured on the Battlefield Document Template. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are aware of the Trading with the Enemies Act, you will understand the aiding the enemy on the battlefield. What we're going to do is we're going to play this video, and I'm just going to narrate it. Why? Because it was up there with no sound. So we're going to add the sound without having the sound. You know what I'm saying? Just got to get it to be bright and full screen and all that, so you'll be able to see everything. Because I want to be able to remember everything I was saying in the video so we don't miss anything. And the way that works out is this right here. I didn't have the mic turned on. You know, I was just looking at this right here on the side. It was talking about the arrests. What about those massive arrests that everybody was talking about that we were supposed to see? Remember? And about how the world was to end November or, you know, or in October and all that. How come nobody is talking about those individuals in their wonderful predictions? Now, somebody did say that they were going to use the national emergency to help build the wall. Amazing. And said that they were going to pull the money from the defense budget. Amazing. Right after that person says that, they announced it on the news. And he's not even an insider. He doesn't communicate with them people. But he knew because he could see it based on their conduct. Or somebody told you that Ebola was going to be larger this time than the last time. And you know it's still growing. Unprecedented. And they said that the reason why they were pulling out of the Congo, claiming because of the rebels, was because they needed it to spread. Do you hear them complaining about the rebels now? Do you hear them saying we're going to pull out because the rebels are too much for us? We're the United Nations and we can't handle the rebels of Congo. Excuse me? They were able to handle the 5 million military of Iraq, but they can't handle the couple of thousands of rebels in the Congo? That's amazing. So, you know, so we just gonna play this right here. Just wanted to ask about them wonderful people making all them predictions and people watching all them videos. Ladies and gentlemen, stay away from those people. Those people who do things like that, who have no track record, who are just talking out the side of their neck. Stay away from the videos where the person is just talking and not demonstrating by showing you any facts. I was watching Investigative Reporter. And this investigative reporter was talking about Walmart, he was talking about unions, he was talking about minimum wage, several different videos that he's going over all this information. And I noticed there was a common theme, that every single video he was putting out the same junk that the elitists have been putting out for years, the austerity program, saying that less is better. That there was no need for a minimum wage hike, that there was no such thing as inflation, that the big unions are the problem, and that privatizing government is a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care about any of those things. None of those things mean anything to me. I just noticed that the individual was acting as if they were doing an investigative report and putting out information as if it was factual, but when you listen, you saw most of it, if not 90% of it, isn't that still most? You know what I mean, was suggestive. It was not facts. It was just suggestive. And when somebody called him on it, he couldn't respond. Oh, but then he did respond off camera. What I mean by off camera, when the guy whom he was making a comment to, he responded and said that this was the figure and this is what their research and their investigation turned up. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that the figures that he was talking about was doctored. Doctored. They highlighted only 3 people as opposed to the hundreds of people who work for that organization. They only highlighted 3 people. They did that on purpose and talked about how those 3 people only did this or that, and because of that, that's their average. Ladies and gentlemen, all doctored. This is the game they play. Don't know why people play these stupid games, but they do that. So you gotta be careful about taking in information. Hey, oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were on the phone. Oh dude, man, hold on a second. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on, y'all. He on the phone. He got something he wanna say. Actually, he's not saying anything. He's just letting you guys know about there was a we can't have 2 musics going on. So let's get rid of that. He's just gonna letting y'all know that there was an individual who saw one of the videos that was talking about the New Hampshire law. You know, the New Hampshire bill, the Right to Travel Act, and where they created it's called New Hampshire Bill, House Bill 1778. So New Hampshire House Bill 1778, and that's where they said that it's called the Right to Travel bill. That's the actual title of it, but the official title is the House Bill 1778. It is actually law now. And this is the document that the individual produced. Okay, his name is Mike, but I changed the name to protect the innocent as well as the guilty. And Mike said that he had produced this document the morning of the sending this to me. But what had happened is right after he produced this, that very same day he gets stopped by a police officer. Now technically he should be getting stopped every day because he has personalized plates on his automobile. Okay, and so while driving with his personalized plates, he gets stopped that day after creating this letter. He shows it to the officer because there's no need for conversation. It answers all their questions, and when he shows it to the officer, less than 5 minutes, hands it back to him and says, "Okay, thank you, sir. You have a good day," and sends him on his way. Now, in the video, I said, well, the officer could have just been, doing what he did and saying what he said because he was going home, didn't want to be bothered. It could be a number of reasons. Was it the letter? I can't promise you that. Neither can the individual who sent it to me. But we have produced such documentation at SATCOM, and we're going to distribute that to all the SATPAC members. Do not contact SATCOM. I'm going to say it again because some of you are too hard-headed. Do not contact SATCOM asking for this information. Okay? It's not being released that way. You will get it when we finish with it. And you will only get it when we finish with it and we send it to you. It is not a guarantee. We have not promised it to you. We don't owe it to you. So stop making it look like we are your slaves. Lord have mercy. Tell people don't call me about SATCOM related matters and don't email me about SATCOM related matters, and they keep doing it. So I'm not going to complain about it anymore. I'm going to say keep doing it. You're just not going to get responded to. That's going to be on you because you don't know how to listen. My mama used to say that too. You don't know how to listen, that's what you get. That's the price you pay for not listening. Okay, now let's get back to this document. He said to all peace officers and law enforcement officers and emergency personnel, Florida. Now you see where it says Florida? He don't live in Florida. I put Florida there. And because I don't know where no Pottsville, Florida is. Never seen no Pottsville. Okay? Oh, that's why it says Pottsville. You guys can get rid of the Pottsville, Florida thing. That's why it says Florida under emergency personnel. But notice what he says. Notice in statement of fact, I, Robert Conley, a man who is, and see, we changed that achieved to attain. Now, the reason why we're changing that to attain, does anybody know? Because that's the way the statute reads. Who has attained the age of majority within the United States of America gives notice to the recipient of this document. It's on the website, ladies and gentlemen. The recipient of this document, lawful understanding of my inherent right, as I understand them. Inalienable, not inalienable, not necessary. The rights are inherited. Okay. It is not my intent, nor will it ever be, to cause or bring harm to another man, woman, or child on this earth, nor will it ever be to relinquish my inherent rights to life, liberty, and not the pursuit of happiness. That came later. That's a movie. Okay? He is talking about his right to happiness. Everybody has the right to happiness. But the so-called claim that you have a right to pursue happiness, happiness is unattainable in our current world, in our current environment. Why? Because it's elusive. That's why you have the right to pursue it under the Constitution. But in life, you do have the right to happiness. Why? First, Jehovah says he's the happy God. He created mankind, whether you believe it or not. Doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. But he says he is the happy God. And because he is the happy God, he wants his servants to be happy. So you have the right to life because he granted that as a gift. To your freedom because he granted that as a gift. Okay? Now let's go on. It says, first and foremost, I am giving notice to the holder of this document, you, officer, that I am exercising my lawful right to travel peacefully on this earth. That's right, I have a right to travel on this earth. As long as I don't trespass on another man's property, I have the right to travel. Okay? I do not travel in commerce, and my property is to be construed as household goods, non-consumer, not for profit or for gain. Got to correct that. See, my mouse shifted up top, so now I got to bring it down to the below, because we started from the bottom, now we made it to the top, that type of thing. And so now I'm below, and or for profit. Not for profit or for gain. That's right. And I do not take on passengers for hire. I travel peacefully, and I do so with the utmost care and due diligence. He says, second, I exercise my right to remain silent in any situation where an individual may use what I say or do against me. And, well, I got rid of the period. I kept that as a continual sentence because it didn't make any sense to start a sentence with an and it will always be my intention to do so. I will not be a danger to you or any other official. Be advised that any orders given me that violate my inherent rights will be followed under threat, duress, and coercion in an effort to maintain a peace with the community. Now, I stopped right there. I'm like, with the community? Shouldn't it be within the community? But no, with the community is appropriate because he's not talking about any community. He's talking about all communities. So with the community. Remember, the general population is the common people within the community. Okay? Anyway, and that's the we the people. Okay? But he says, in an effort to bring peace with the community, to maintain peace with the community, and to see that you bring no harm to myself with your interactions, I ask that you allow me to go in peace when you are finished with your investigation. If it is alleged that I brought harm to any man or woman, it will be my first and only priority to provide proper and expedient remedy at equity, that I may always be in honor and good standing in the community to which I am in. If you have any questions in the nature of my being, I am happy to answer so long as you are honorable and forthcoming in your investigation. Be advised that I will accept your offer. Okay? I will accept your offer to contract with full immunity and without recourse. and he signs his name. Ladies and gentlemen, that's that document. I don't need to show you the rest of the video because I don't think, wait, no, there is some more information on the video, so we might as well go ahead and give you the full narrative of the video, because I'll be taking that video down and placing this one up in its stead. Okay, so let's find out what's the next information, so instead of us just sitting here waiting looking at a blank screen, we can find out what I was talking about next, because it was so long ago. Now, oh, that's what I was talking about, putting it up online. So it is up online now. It's under SATCOM, and it's under the arbitration folder. Okay, the private law, private arbitration files. It's under that folder, and that's where I'm going to suggest you look. Let's see. Got to make sure that we get everything said that was in that video. Looks like we done said everything, y'all. So that's that. So that video is done. Let's get rid of you. Alright, so we're going to minimize that and tell y'all we redid it. And the other one was 19 minutes. This one's only 16. Look at that. We done cut it by 3 minutes. Have a good day. Have a good life. Have a good... Sorry for the delay. Bye.